All right. Welcome. We are so excited to have you here learning more about the coaching opportunity with us. Um, we are going to be sharing a little bit tonight about our stories, why we said yes to our own wellness journeys, how we got involved in the coaching opportunity, what it has done for our lives, and what coaching really is all about. So, I am Dana. I have been a coach for 6.5 years now. I started this business when I was 6 months into becoming a single mom. I was at the epitome of rock bottom in my life. I really needed change physically, mentally, and emotionally. And within a few days of hopping in after saying yes to my journey, I was introduced to a call very much so like this to learn about the coaching opportunity. And like I said, at that point in time, I was truly desperate for change, but I also really wanted to be a present stay-at-home mom. And so I learned the potential of this coaching opportunity, that it truly is what you make it, but it can be this life-changing vehicle for you. So we're so pumped to share more with you about that tonight. But when I started my journey with coaching, I was terrified of judgment, of failure. I really had no business experience, and I wasn't much of a social media poster. But despite the fears that I had, I also, on the other hand, had gotten a glimpse of what this opportunity could do for my life and what it could do for the lives of others. And so I went all in from day one. It helped me gain mental and physical health. It helped me gain confidence. I have developed some of the best friendships that I have, ever found. Developed leadership experience. It has given me fulfillment and purpose, and it has allowed me to build a full-time at home income and time freedom. So this opportunity has changed our life, completely 180 from where I started, and I just couldn't be more grateful. I have to throw it out there that the Team Beachbody coaching opportunity does not guarantee any level of success or income. Each coach's income depends on his or her own effort, diligence, and skill.
Hey guys, my name is Kelly Reilly, and I have now been a coach for 5.5 years. I am also a registered nurse and a diabetes educator. And one of my biggest fears for reasoning for why I didn't want to start coaching, I think it was a couple things. I think first off, I started this because I desperately was needing something that allowed me to be able to focus on my own health. And it sounds very strange to say coming from a nurse, but those of you in the healthcare field, especially nowadays, can probably testify that your health and wellness typically goes on the back burner. And then add in being a parent, it's gone. It's like legit not there, because your focus is solely taking care of your family, taking care of, your patients, and what you have left in you is, exhaustion, and it leads to you basically not taking care of the things you need to do. I also have type 1 diabetes for the past 28 years. So I knew what was in front of me if I wasn't going to start making some changes in my life. And I needed something doable, accessible, and easy to follow. And for me to finally take off my nursing hat and just be like a challenger or be a patient in my own health. One of the reasons why I was so nervous about coaching, I think it was because I was a nurse, that a lot of people, like, what would they think of me? Wasn't nursing enough for me? Wasn't it fulfilling enough for me in what I was doing? Which it was, but there was always something a little bit in the back of my head that was just missing. It was almost like that feeling like I knew I could connect and help even more people than was in my nursing office each day if I was able to, connect with them on potentially this level. And after having incredible results, both physically and mentally, lab-wise, everything, it became something that I wanted to share with everyone, especially even my patients, because I was so excited for what it had done for me that it became something I desperately wanted other people to be able to learn from and do as well. So initially, it was definitely the fear of social media sharing. I was not a social media girl. I was super nervous about what other people would think. knowing, with my history, like, why was I doing this as well? And then on top of it, I was working, I was busy. My husband traveled all the time, and I have 2 children and 2 dogs, and my life really didn't need another thing. But I think I felt so passionately about everything of how it changed me on so many levels that it became very easy for me to want to share that with others on both the challenger side and as a coach, and what it was providing for me and my family. Because of this decision, I've been able to reduce what I do as a nurse and be home more presently with my children as well, which was something that has been a dream and been a gift for me. And obviously, as you can see on here, I've gained so much from that one simple decision that I was so nervous about. But since then, everything has drastically changed in my life and in my personal life.
Wow. These stories always still get me to hear them again. I'm Rachel. Everybody calls me Ray. I am a wife, number one in life, always. I'm now a mother of a rainbow baby who's 14 months old. I'm a dog mom of 2. I am a very passionate lover of Mother Earth. And I'm also a clinician working in healthcare, similar to Kelly, but I am actually helping people with limb difference and making prosthetics for them. And my journey with Beachbody actually started for about a year. I was, scoping the scene because I was a fellow social media lurker, as Dana described. And I actually tried a couple of 3-day cleanses because I was struggling with my mental health. And then it came to about December 2016, and I was in a place of trying to do all the things, finishing a master's degree, finishing a residency, and what I now do as a clinician, being a homeowner, trying to conceive, and my mental health was really just going down a rabbit hole that was not looking like it had any way out of. And so I had recognized in myself that I couldn't stay accountable to habits I knew served me and my mental health, what our society labels as OCD, which were moving my body and eating well and surrounding myself with the right people and environments. And so I just dove all in with a package and had incredible experience as a customer. But the one thing I struggled with, even though I loved the virtual communities, I really struggled with being online and my anxiety about being online. I saw these other women inviting people, and I was like, well, I could just invite one friend. Let's keep it simple. So I invited one friend to just make me feel more comfortable in the social media space. And it began my coaching journey. And I'm a self-proclaimed on and off again coach for 3 years, but really now in reflection, I'm realizing I've been a coach all along. That's the cool thing about this entire experience is a buffet cart, and at the time I started, what I wanted off the buffet cart was an experience for myself to be accountable and an experience to feel comfortable with the experience by inviting a friend. And now, as my life has progressed and I have overcome some extreme obstacles in my life through this journey, I have seen the beauty of coaching, what it's provided me for my personal development experience. And I enjoy being a coach in a smaller capacity, not full time, and want to grow that more to be an income to support my family and be present with my 14-month-old miracle. So that's why I'm here to share and to let people know that it's your choice of whatever you want out of it.
Love it.
I could listen to you speak all day, Rachel. I feel like you're going to be the next person on the relaxation channel. Hi, everybody. My name is Maggie, and I have been a coach for about 2.5 years. I am a stay-at-home mom, and what this coaching opportunity has done for me, so many things. What it has done for my health and my confidence in myself and my abilities is just priceless. It has kind of given me more of a purpose in life, and I'll get into that. So my biggest fear and a misconception that I had, was why would people want to follow me when I have not done a great job of taking care of my own self, of my own health in the past? And just like Kelly, I have had type 1 diabetes for, it's almost 30 years. I was diagnosed when I was 9. And for the majority of those years, I did not take very good care of myself. And unfortunately, because of that, I have had some diabetic complications already. I'll try to make this really long story short. I am a stay-at-home mom to my beautiful daughter, Mackenzie. She is almost 5 years old. And when I started this, I was looking for something that I could do from home, because as a type 1, I had such bad anxiety about my blood sugars getting low in public that just doing something from home was going to be just take that weight off my shoulders. And plus, being a new mom, if you guys are, moms, you all know the struggles, just like what Kelly was saying, and, you put yourself on the back burner. So that's kind of how and why I started my journey. And, I thought no one would want to join me because I had not, like I said, my past was not the best as far as taking care of my health. But it doesn't matter where you have been in the past. All that matters is where you are, what you're doing now, today, and what you are doing in the future. And that is something that I love about our groups, that we wake up every single day is a new day to start, a new day to, do whatever it is in your life that you want to do and have purpose for. And this opportunity has really given me a sense of purpose to be able to help other type 1s especially, and just other people who are looking to better their health. So I'm so excited that you guys are here, and thanks so much for listening.
Hello, everybody. I'm Savannah. I am also a boy mom. I have a 6 and a almost 4-year-old. I am a full-time preschool teacher, and I started my journey back in April when the pandemic hit. I lost about 20 pounds before Dana came to me and said, "What about coaching?" It was kind of, at that point, I was very nervous. I had an 80-pound weight loss goal, and I was only 20 pounds into it. So I resisted. Like everybody else, I had a lot of fears about all of it. But the biggest thing for me was that I still had so much more weight to lose. And why would anybody want me to coach them when I still had such a big, so much more weight to lose, basically, was the, sorry, I lost my words. But pretty much, I was able to put my fear aside and kind of fully jump in. And as we like to say, fast is fun. And when I went all in, I was all in. That's my personality. So in a very short amount of time, I've been able to lose 60 pounds since April, and kind of meet a lot of really big goals within the business. And all of that would not have been attainable without the team aspect of the accountability, the sisterhood, the friendships that we make through coaching. That's what it all boils down to for me. So.
So we just want to review really quickly how we actually earn money as a coach. That would be important to understand. It's pretty basic, actually. We use the expression be proof of the product. And all we mean by that is show up for the journey every day. That's what I was talking about when I was saying how I invited this one friend and it made me accountable. It made me accountable to show up, use the fitness videos, try the nutrition program and apply it to my life. And also using personal development tools has been a complete game changer for my life and creating boundaries. And simply by showing up and using those products and services that we have access to as coaches, you start to share those with other people. We earn commission when we share. Every single time we share, we earn 25% commission. And we all create a goal, actually, amongst ourselves to help 3 to 5 people a month with that all-in package, because that translates into different types of bonuses, which once you get welcomed into our family, we can explain all the details and how that actually works out, because there's videos and just awesome people to explain the videos if you're like me and don't understand those. And then also, as you start to climb the ranks, like Savanna here, who did it in just such a short time, you also get quarterly bonuses and matching bonuses from the corporation. So the corporation gives back to you saying, great job taking care of yourself, and thanks for sharing it with other people by giving you money. It's kind of a win-win situation, really.
And that brings us to travel, guys. So one of the things I never thought I'd be doing with this opportunity was the amount of travel that I've done with both myself and my family. Each year, we can get awarded what's called Success Club trips, and they're annual trips that are earned. They're not extremely difficult to earn them, so definitely doable for anyone. But since I've been a coach in 5.5 years, I've been invited to the Dominican twice, Mexico twice, and been on a cruise, one of the biggest cruise ships in the world that thankfully I got to bring my family to, and my son had his 8th birthday on the cruise. And it was pretty amazing to travel to all these different places and have really, it's something that I earned for my family, which is such a big difference, because now as I've been reducing a lot of my nursing hours, my husband is the breadwinner. And so when it comes to me being able to say, like, every year I get to do something that helps me focus on myself and lets me help other people, but because of that, my family now gets to do all these incredible opportunities that we wouldn't normally do, is pretty incredible. Especially, we didn't get that with nursing. We don't get any of that with nursing. We also every year get to go to what's called our coaching summit. And every year you go somewhere different. We've been to India a couple times, New Orleans a couple times. This upcoming year is in St. Louis, and it is the biggest coaching event of the year. It is a time for all of us to come together. Sometimes for many of us, it's the first time we're actually even meeting each other and meeting, our coach or people on our team. And there's about 25,000 coaches that attend. We work out as the sun rises in the morning out on the streets of soon to be St. Louis. We learn from the top coaches. We get to just really have a blast coming together as a team. And it's just, we look forward to it every single year. We also get to have retreats. We've done a couple retreats in Florida for just our specific team. And those are more intimate, kind of learning and just team building and bonding. And it's just such a fun time. We're missing that connection that COVID has taken away from us right now, like no other. So we will be ready to roll when we're allowed to, because we're missing everyone pretty hard right now. And there are options to be able to go to New Leadership Conference and Leadership Conference. And thankfully I got to go to LA, and it was an earned trip through Beachbody. That was a blast, working out with top trainers, learning once again from the top of the best how to grow our business. And then the same, there was a recent one, and there was a virtual one, but was supposed to be in Arizona. So there's a lot of opportunities to travel, and something that is truly doable for anyone that's deciding to coach.
All right, and I'll take team training here. So something too that I wanted to talk about when I first started, I was really, a big objection for me was the cost. And when I looked at everything that I was getting, not just to be a coach, but I was getting an entire year of a gym membership, basically. I was getting support. I was getting mentorship. I was getting 24 to 30 meals. I always say 24 to 30 meals, depending on how many flavors of Shakeology you want to get. I was getting access to nutrition plans. And when I added each one of those things up individually, it was way, way more than the cost of what we provide, which is $160. It just blows my mind every single time I think about it. And that is waiving your fee of $40 that there's normally a coach fee. But when you purchase that all together, which is called a challenge pack, when Beachbody bundles it all together into a challenge pack into that price, then your $40 coach fee is waived. And with that, you get everything you see here, along with what I mentioned. You get access to our private team pages where we have weekly calls. We have so many different resources that you have access to literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have people on the East Coast of America, on the West Coast, in Canada, Beachbodies in Europe, France. It's really incredible how much access or how much information you have 24-hour access to. We have weekly calls from our top coaches every Monday, and throughout different times of the year, we do all sorts of different trainings on how to be successful. You're always going to be available to talk to your coach or your upline. You are never alone. You are not starting this alone, and we are here for you. So the team training is included in that $160 bundle, which is an incredible value, an incredible investment that you are making in yourself. And I don't know of any other opportunity where you can start a business and get all of that for $160. It really is an awesome opportunity.
I like to always say that with coaching, we never have anything to lose, because as you have heard, this has not just changed your life from a business standpoint. This, first and foremost, most often, changes people's lives in terms of their, physical well-being, their physical health, their confidence, their energy levels, their emotional state, and their mental health. And when you've had that significant of a transformation, those feelings and that confidence and that energy, it transforms your life. It ripples into every aspect of your life, your relationships, the role modeling that you're setting for your children, the energy and the confidence that you show up to your career with. Those personal positive changes truly ripple effect into your life. And when you bring that into the business opportunity and you have the belief in what we do, and you begin sharing that with other people, and you start getting messages from people of, this has changed my life. I feel confident in family photos now. I'm down 50 pounds. I can't believe how far I've come. I cannot believe how healthy I eat now compared to when I started. And you start to get this feeling of fulfillment that you are truly impacting the courses of people's lives, because you are. And that's really what we do as coaches. Now, from a business standpoint, you can build an incredibly successful business, whether that is to provide part-time income for your family, or you want to go all in and be full-time and have time and financial freedom like I did. This business really is what you make it. It is not a one-size-fits-all opportunity. It is an opportunity that you decide how it fits into your life and what you want to get out of it, depending on the work and time that you are going to put into it. It does take consistency. It does take embracing that learning curve and hopping in those trainings and partaking in calls like Maggie was talking about. It does take learning how our income structure works, like Ray was talking about, learning how, the simple benchmarks that you can achieve every single month over time will compound to a really successful business. It is not something that you build success overnight. And it is also something that is going to push you out of your comfort zone. I don't know who can relate to this, but I know before coaching, I was never really a dreamer, and I was never a goal setter, and I was never somebody that stepped out of my comfort zone. I was too afraid of what others would think of me to kind of go out and do something that I was really excited about. And I look back and I think, my gosh, if 6.5 years ago I would have said no to something because of what other people would think, our entire life would be different. And there are thousands of people that our team has been able to help collectively that never would have been touched if one of us had said no to this opportunity. And so I just want to give you that kind of glimpse of the potential and the power behind the opportunity when you get started. And also just to look a little bit beyond your fears and dream a little bit bigger for your life, because it is very easy from where you are sitting right now to think of the fear, the judgment, how far you have to go. You don't know if you can be successful. You've never run a business before. You have a very busy schedule. And how on earth could you do something more, right? But the thing is with that is that you don't know the potential because you haven't experienced it yet. You haven't experienced the community and the friendships you will build and the fulfillment from, helping people transform their lives that you will receive. You haven't felt that inner confidence that you get when you push outside your comfort zone and you achieve new things. You haven't yet seen how growing a business on your own time could impact your family's life and your family's future and what you're able to provide and build for your family, or the time that you are able to spend with your family. So take a little bit of time after watching this to think about what your ideal life looks like. How do you feel? What does your health look like? What do you do on a daily basis? If you were to provide anything that you wanted to for your family, what would that look like? Because this opportunity is the vehicle to not only help you have that personal growth and accountability and the health focus, but also to have the business to change your life if that's what you decide you want to do. If you have fears or questions, please reach out to the coach that shared this video with you. And if you are ready to dive in and get started, we are ready to have you join us. Like we said, we have a team page. We will welcome you into, we are like a family. We are very tight-knit. We come from different backgrounds, all different walks of life, all different careers, as you've heard tonight. But we have a new coach pod every single month that you can be added to for support and accountability. We have a new coach training that teaches you all the basics that you need to know for getting started in building a successful business. And then the rest you truly learn as you go. And you learn through taking action, and you learn by failing forward, right? But this is one of the best times a year to dive into the coaching opportunity, because this can tend to be through the holiday season, the time where we kind of backburn our health and we eat a lot more junk, and we overindulge, and we, kind of hide out under those sweaters. And then we roll into the new year thinking, I need to make a change. This could be the year where you embrace a healthy lifestyle, and knowing that doesn't mean missing out on things. It means that, yes, you can move your body for 30 minutes a day, and you can prioritize fueling your body with things that make you feel good while also enjoying yourself and enjoying the holidays. So that come the new year, you're not trying to figure out a routine. You have a solid game plan and the support and accountability of our community to just go all in with your goals starting at the new year. And more so than that is if you are diving in and you are experiencing transformation and you are sharing that process over the next few months, the first few months of the year are our busy season. They are the busiest time of year as coaches. It is when people set New Year's resolutions. It's when people draw the line in the sand to get healthy and fit. It's when they want to lose the weight, have more energy, get in better habits, have better routines. They strive to be better versions of themselves. And if you are here and you have not only embraced your own journey and finding your groove with that, but you have been sharing that process, inspiring others, and learning how to run your business as a coach, when those people need your help come the new year, you will be ready to help them, and you will have a very successful start to 2021 as a coach. So we are so excited to hopefully see you in our team page and welcome you to our Fit family. Again, if you have any questions, fears, apprehensions, anything that you have to ask your coach, please reach out to the coach that sent you this recording, and we'll hope to see you soon.